Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Bernard here with another little movie review, a bit lighter than the last one I've just done, but yeah, I'll not bore you with that one. This is a bit of a lighter film than the one I've just reviewed just a couple of hours ago before this. I'm going to look at a film called The War with Grandpa. Yeah, PG rating. Please, if you're new to this little channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, and you know, on these little movie reviews, I do TV drama reviews and information vlogs as well. So if you're interested, I try to entertain and inform you with these little vlogs. The War with Grandpa. Yeah, it's a PG rating. An hour and 34 minutes, take off the credits, probably about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 25 minutes at the top. And it's, of course, as you can tell from the title, it's not too serious, it's a family comedy. Directed by Tim Hill, who's brought us things like the new SpongeBob film, which I'm looking forward to watching. Although I'm not a big SpongeBob fan, but I do fancy the film. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Garfield 2, back in time. We did Muppets from Space as well, back in the late 90s. It's from a screenplay by Tom J. Astle and Matt Ember, and based upon the novel of the same name by Robert Kimmel Smith, a very well-known American children's writer who died in April this year, I believe. Obviously, this book was written about the mid-80s, I think, so it's been a long time coming. But hopefully, it's a nice sort of remembrance for him anyway. It stars, well, we've got great stars in this, haven't we? We've got Robert De Niro. It's causing a bit of consternation with people because obviously they don't think serious actors should play in these little fun roles. They think it's quite sad, but I don't see anything wrong with it personally. Stars Robert De Niro, Uma Thurman, Rob Riggle, that's a good name. Oaks Fegley as the young star in this one. Cheech Marin, Cheech is there? No, obviously just Cheech, not the other guy, obviously, no. Jane Seymour and Christopher Walken. So some great old names. I don't think it's been sat around too long, but I don't think it's been. This COVID thing has probably led to some sort of delays. What's it about? Well, forced to give up his room to his grandfather, played by Robert De Niro, a scheming boy, played, as I said, by Oaks Fegley, devises a series of outrageous pranks in an attempt to make him move out. So a bit of a touch of Home Alone, but just a typical sort of family thing, old age versus young, you know, with a couple of truces thrown in. It was initially scheduled, to be released on February 23, 2018. So this is, as I was saying earlier on, over 2 years ago, by the Weinstein Company's Dimension Films. Obviously, 101 Studios have now acquired the distribution rights to this film and obviously have now released it for streaming, etc. at the moment. It's not out to buy at the moment. Any good? Well, the only people we've got is Internet Movie Database, Joe Public, you and me, and to be honest with you, they're not overly impressed. Over 650 reviews on there, or scores, there's not as many reviews, obviously. It's getting only 5 out of 10, so about bang halfway, really. In the negatives, we've got Why Just Why, with a 1 out of 10 score. We've got Scott J. Price, on the 30th of August 2020, wrote, "So much for remembering 3 of my favourite stars from the good old days when they had standards. I regret every minute of watching it. Hollywood should be ashamed, as should be these now washed up sellouts. Whatever you do, do not pay for this trash." Scott, I mean, you take these things far too seriously, mate. I mean, just reading that review is quite sad in a way. Worst movie of 2020, someone else said. So Scott wasn't alone, obviously, in his dislike, and we got someone else said absolute garbage. So keep go. We've got facsimile of a facsimile. I Am the One Who Knocks. On the 28th of August wrote, "I like this movie better when it was called Problem Child 2. Yeah, I'll see what you've done there, mate. "It's a disaster, 3 out of 10. That's from Sky Moscow. 28th of August. "Almost unrecognisable Uma, waste of walk, and senile Rob De Niro, and Cheech. It's very bad. If only someone would film people which found this film funny, I would watch that and probably rate higher than this one. Absolutely awful." So that's Mr. Sky Moscow. He must go now, actually. But so there's a lot of dislike out there. So it's no wonder it's got a 5 out of 10 overall rating, isn't it? And then you get sort of the comment that obviously someone who's read some of these negatives, how on earth can this be a bad movie, and gave it 7 out of 10. This is Frank Eisenberg's on the 30th of August 2020. He wrote, yes, it is predictable. Yes, the pranks are sometimes stupid, etc. But do not tell me that you had high expectations for the plot. I've got to echo that sentiment. You knew this would be a simple and straightforward movie with an uncomplicated plot. Someone else went on to say, hilarious, family-friendly entertainment. Well, I wouldn't go as far as saying hilarious. It didn't have me on my back laughing, put it that way. And someone else wrote, silly but has hilarious moments. So, yeah, there is some positivity, but yeah, the 5 out. So why have we got the 5 out of 10? Well, let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at my movie game nostalgia thoughts. As one of the positive reviewers states, you get exactly what you expect with this movie. And there's some comparisons as well with Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, which I've not seen, but there's some comparisons with that. Okay, the De Niros, the Walkens, the Thurmans, yes, and even the Cheeches of this world do perhaps end up in this sort of thing, family comedy, far too often. And obviously some more grown-up sort of comedies of this ilk as well, if you know where I'm coming from with that. But it was also great to see Jane Seymour. She was in there as well, wasn't she? But it doesn't make them any less fun if they are done well, which they're not. They are. You know, there's nothing wrong with this. It's done well, as I say. There's elements in it. I mean, we've seen it all before. It's a family film, but. All right, we've seen it all before, but a lot of perhaps the younger viewers that we might take to watch this, new grandchildren, children we might take to watch this, probably haven't seen it all before, so they're going to enjoy it. I think they will enjoy certain parts of it. I mean, I even enjoyed the performance of the younger actors, which I don't always do. I don't always think the young actors in some of these things are great, but yeah, I did enjoy the young actors in this. I think they did pretty well, especially the young lad who did the main lead with the co-lead with De Niro. The physical humour didn't quite hit home for me anyway. I mean, there was a dodgeball scene. It was a little unfunny to me. I mean, it was only lasted, what, 5-8 minutes or something. But yeah, I didn't. Some of the slapstick elements, if you like, the things falling down and something being didn't quite work in that way. But there was enough to keep me mildly entertained anyway. Otherwise, and it has to go down as as an okay family movie. It's a family I'd watch with my granddaughters at any time, you know. But perhaps not a massive amount in for a younger audience, but as a family audience wanting to watch something together on a Sunday afternoon, I think it's ideal. Oh yeah, it's not going to be one that your kids are going to watch time and time again. If you buy it them when it comes out, or you stream it and you've got the availability to watch it time and time again. But it is a passable watch. It's soon forgotten, obviously, but it's a passable watch with you for your kids and your grandkids, etc. So I'm not going to be a total downer. I think 5 out of 10 is a little bit mean. Some of those comments from people, as I said, I don't really know what they're expecting. I mean, I got out. This was exactly what I thought I was going to get. It was. You know, it could have been worse. It could have been better. But it is what it is on the tin, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't pretend to be anything it's not. And yes, it is disappointing, you know, for some people. Not for me, to see people like Uma Thurman and De Niro in these sort of films. But, you know, why not? I mean, they've still got to pay the bills, haven't they, I suppose? And there's nothing wrong with these sort of films. And I'm sure De Niro will be doing grittier roles, which he has done. So it's not as though he's just now been palmed off with all these sort of things. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. So my little rating, yeah, I'm going to give it the watchable rating. I'm giving it my bare 6 out of 10. I certainly think it's far better than the 5 out of 10 that it's averaging on Internet Movie Database as a family film. And as me watching on my own, which I do most of the time now when I watch even these kids' films, which I enjoy movies, adult-wise and kid-wise, it doesn't bother me at all. But as watching on my own, I quite enjoyed it. I could do other things while I was watching it. It wasn't one you had to concentrate on. I mean, I could check messages on my phone and do a little bits of work while I was watching it. But yeah, I'm going to give it the basic 6 out of 10, the movie game nostalgia rating for a watchable film. And yeah, it did have one or two nice, quiet, funny moments. But yeah, the little I can't remember who played the little girl. My apologies, but she did make me chuckle a couple of times. I did like the little. As I said, the younger actors did quite well in this, so I was quite impressed overall. The poster, well, that's think that's a pretty naff unexciting poster, isn't it, to be honest with you? Unless you're a De Niro fan or a lad of the young fan of the young man in it. I think it's very unexciting. So I'm only going to give the poster a 5 out of 10 score. I think the film beats it well today, so I'll give the poster 5 out of 10. It's quite bland and boring. I'm sure they come up with something a bit more, but more lively than that one. But there you go. Anyway, please, if you get to watch this, please let me know what you think. Anyway, thanks. Please check my links on screen. If you get a chance to get over to moviegamenostalgia.com for old rare DVDs, movie posters and board games, that's my my little website, my little day job. And even if you have a look around, that's great for me, for my analytics and footfall. If you just follow the links and go onto there, and even if you say you don't have to buy anything, just if you even going on, it helps me get up the Google ladder for search engines and all this sort of thing. So that's much appreciated. Anyway, hopefully you can join me again very, very soon for another little movie review or a TV drama review or an information vlog in the very near future. Please, until we meet again, please stay safe, everyone. Please look after yourself, look after your friends, look after your family. More importantly, let's all look after each other. It's Bernard saying goodbye for now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.